Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Patty Sears, and I am the director of the Representative Payee Program at Financial Pathways. The Representative Payee Program was actually developed by the government to serve some of the most vulnerable in our population. So what we do is we manage Social Security benefits for individuals who suffer with issues such as intellectual and physical disabilities, mental illness, substance abuse issues, and sometimes even chronic homelessness. So our goal in the program is to ensure that clients have stable and safe housing, and they get counseling and coaching on budgeting their personal money so that they can obtain food and other personal care items that they need. So it truly is a work of passion for the staff. I'm very grateful to be able to be a part of this program. And today I am tremendously excited to introduce Lee Tolberry from City with Dwellings, and has agreed to join us today. Lee, thank you so much for being here with us.
It's wonderful to be always partnering with Financial Pathways. Thanks for having me.
That's so sweet. That's sweet. So tell us a little bit about City with Dwellings.
Well, City with Dwellings started as not City with Dwellings. It was just a response from the city of Winston-Salem had lost their winter overflow site. So they asked a very small group of people kind of living semi-monastic like over at Anthony's Plot, led by Russ May, if they would give us, take a shot at it, which that turned into now 8 years later. Out of that, we realized that that we were engaging volunteers and we were engaging community partners and churches, et cetera. And we realized that we needed more of a presence, that giving someone a safe place to sleep during the cold winter months and a warm meal and some, a smile was great, but we could see the need for more for this street, especially for this very vulnerable, chronically homeless street population. So we started a community first center and a nonprofit called City with Dwellings. And now we're in our 8th year of overflow, but only, or our winter shelter as a baby nonprofit. And so the work has continued now on a larger scale, and we're just so excited to be trying to fill some holes in the system that we see.
It's been wonderful to watch this program grow. You and I have known each other for quite a while now, and it's been a joy to see where your program has gone. Describe to me how you feel about the relationship between Financial Pathways, the Representative Payee Program, what that relationship means to you, and how important you believe partnering with other organizations in the community is to fully serve these individuals.
Well, until I found Patty, and this was, I don't know how many years ago, some under 10 though, but until I found Patty, I didn't even know there was such a thing. In fact, as a young adult, I'm thinking, goodness gracious, would this have been a wonderful thing for me to have? But I have learned so much by bringing someone to Financial Pathways that needs this service so desperately. And then I've learned a ton about the barriers of getting a payee. And those are not Financial Pathways barriers. Those are the Social Security Department's barriers, or the physician's barriers, or there are just many, many steps. So what I have really appreciated, and over the course of time, I've helped guide people along that have had other payees, and it's a different experience from payee to payee company, I will have to say. And what I've really appreciated about Financial Pathways over all of the years is that the accessibility for the client and the accessibility for the someone like me who's trying to walk alongside to help the person, have the best care and the best life possible. So I've learned a lot, and been very grateful. But my favorite thing about our collaboration is the give and take. I am so grateful to get that call to say, do you know this person? Do you know where they are? Or I have come across this person who we are going to probably end up being their payee. Can we collaborate on some other services that are available? Because, you know, we know some stuff and you know some stuff, and let's take all of our knowledge and put it together and for the good of the client. So I do appreciate that. You have a very low barrier approach.
Oh, that's so nice of you. And don't think for a second that we don't appreciate you so much. Everybody in this office adores you because you are always there to help and support. We've learned together.
We
We've
have.
truly learned together. And it's been a wonderful partnership. We are all grateful for you, and I want to continue this wonderful partnership and partnering within the community with other organizations. You feel that that's also an important thing.
Yes, very much so, because we don't need to be siloed. We need to be part of a team. So if someone, to me, it would ultimately be a beautiful thing if there were times, it would be almost impossible, but if there were times where a financial pathways client could be on a Zoom call with the primary care physician, the mental health care physician, the street outreach, I'm trying just any other thing, Social Security office, Medicaid, just to be a team, because all of these resources are wrapping around this person, but we don't often communicate as a team working together. And a lot of that is release of information and privacy, but we're all doing the same thing for the person. We're all trying to make that person be the best member of our community that they can be, and the healthiest. So that would be my dream. I don't know, I guess that's all I would do, would be in meetings all day, but that would be a wonderful thing if we could, you know, get that level of coordination down.
And that's something we can definitely all work on together. Absolutely. Whatever will end up fully serving our clients, the individuals in need, that's the whole point. For us, it's not just paying their bills, it's serving that whole individual. That's what is so important to both of us. So we will do whatever we need to make sure that we're able to fully serve those clients together.
Right. And that team approach also helps with duplicating of resources, because if I call the payee, because Financial Pathways does so much more than just pay the bills, I can, many times I will call Cheryl or you or Michelle, and I'll just ask, are you aware of this? And they'll say, oh, not only am I aware of it, but this is what I've done. And that is so great, because we don't really have the resources to duplicate. You know, we need to, in other words, it's just the collaboration is wonderful, because we can, we're all doing things, and we don't need to be doing the same things. One person could do this, and someone could go do something else.
Exactly. It creates a very strong foundation by, you know, joining hands together. It's wonderful being able to work with someone who recognizes that, which is definitely you. Thanks. How have things changed for you and City with Dwellings during the pandemic?
Well, we raised the funds, and with mostly volunteer labor, built ourselves a community first center, 8,000 square feet. We fully finished 4,500 square feet, and an hour and a half before said that we were on shelter in place back in April, we got our occupancy permit. So we were not able to just throw open our doors and welcome the world in like we had anticipated. And I will have to say that we've learned a lot, and things might look different even post-pandemic because of what we've learned. But we have, through the entire in the entire pandemic, our doors are open, and we are seeing people. Of course, we're taking the appropriate wash and wait, or, you know, all of that, and I'm trying to keep our people safe and our volunteers safe. We've cut down on the volunteers. Many of our volunteers at City with Dwellings, are over half, are over 65 years old, and we need to make sure that those volunteers are are kept safe, because we need them for the marathon, not just for the sprint.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
so, yeah, so we're working, everything's abbreviated, but so far, just Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, 9:30 to 11:30 at the Community First Center on Spring Street. We've not had to turn anyone away and say, I'm sorry, the doors are closed. We just can't serve you. Come back tomorrow. And if that was the case, right now, we're going to stick with that, because we're trying to not encourage people to bunch up. We can't have you spend all day with us, because it's not safe for you. You need to come and do your thing, and then let's move you on out, spread you out into a safer place. So so far so good, I would say. And the pandemic has brought many new resources, financial resources, and then just people changing the way they think, systems. And it has only been a good thing so far that I can see for our neighbors experiencing homelessness. So I don't want it to be here, but there are some things that have happened, things that we have wished and prayed for years, that have finally happened during this pandemic for the street population that we serve.
And that's great. Sometimes there's good that comes from the bad, you know. We got to be able to see that rainbow. I appreciate so much you joining us today. I have to tell you, it is such a joy working with you.
Thank
but
you.
I'm even more honored to call you my friend.
I feel the same.
It's been an absolute joy to get to know you. I feel very privileged. Very few people can you say have the heart of a servant, and you do. You have the heart of a servant, and we are incredibly lucky to have you in this community. So I thank you so much again for being with us, Lee, and thank you for all you do.
Thank you. Well, we feel the same way about Financial Pathways. Everyone that I've ever worked with at Financial Pathways has a different level than what you advertise. It's a different level of commitment and a different level of heart. I called someone just on your staff, I called someone on your staff yesterday, and I hoped it was way after 5. I was hoping to just leave a message. I answered the phone because it was me, and I felt I wanted to give her a good story. I said, listen, this is one of your clients, and something great happened today. And I just thought maybe I'm sorry I bothered you after hours. And then I realized she
loves it.
Has no hours.
She loves it. She told me about it when she came in today. So no, you are never an interruption. You can call us any time of the day, night or day. Thank you again, Lee. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Back at you.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.